everyone, I'm Hales and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you what has been driving me nuts this week, and it's darts. It's this. It's a bodice that I was making for a Cynthia Rowley Simplicity pattern, which I started last week, and I can't get the dart position right. It's Simplicity 1688. It's this one here, which I showed in my recent video. This one here. And it's driving me crazy. Now on the pattern it has a separate band at the front, but I didn't want that, so I stuck the two pieces together and overlapped where the seam allowance was to create one piece. That was fine, but let me show you. If I put it on, the darts are just, I can't get the darts to go right. So there's a bust dart and then there's a waist dart. Now which one have I done? One side, okay, so one side I have pinched and pinched out and pinned and unpicked, and I think that I've sorted it. Let me stand up so you can see. Oh, excuse the scrapey chair. So if I hold it together here, can you see this is where the bust dart should be? I mean, I don't know, it's creating like another nipple or something. So I've tried to pinch out, and then I think that fits fine, but I think that's too high up. And looking at it, should that be there? So say that's where my apex is. Does that dart need to be there? And it's there. That's too close, is it? But it doesn't give me that bubbling effect that I get on this side, where I've got this sort of extra pinch of fabric in between where the two darts meet. I've got this, I'm keep getting this extra bit here. But that seems to fit better, but I think that that is up too high. But if I put the dart down here, then I get this pooling of fabric. I'm not sure where they're supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do. And hang on, let me get out of this. So I've repositioned it so many times, I just don't think I've got it right, and I can't seem to find information on what to do. And I've looked at other dresses I've made which have a bust dart to see how that compares, but because of the way they fall, it's like a higher, perhaps it's like it's a higher neckline, or they have two waist darts and no bust dart. I'm really finding it tricky to find, because I did the Nina Lee Q dress, so I thought, well, that bodice is quite similar to this one, so I'll try it. But the bust dart on that one was like up here, it was really high, so I don't think that's right either. And that pattern's a little bit tight on me because I overfitted it, so I'm not sure. While I've got it out, I'll just show you the back of it. Oh, can you see from here? So the back of it here was actually really small. I measured from the top of the back of my bra strap to the waist just to see how much I needed, and I needed to really add, and that was with a strapless bra, I needed to add about 2 extra inches to the depth on the back in order for it to cover things up, because it was really short at the back on the back bodice. So I have raised it, but then I raised it too much and I need to square it off really, so I have just pinned that to even it out, because it was sort of doing this weird like arch thing. So that's the back. I think will be fine. The straps are a good thickness, but I just can't get that bust dart right. So if you have any suggestions of where it should be and how far away from each other they should be, that would be really useful. I'd really appreciate that if you can comment below, because this puts me off sewing other things. Now I don't know if you're like me, maybe you're not, but I sew one project at a time. So I like to get things done and finished, and then I move on to the next project. Sometimes it's because of the thread, because I can't be bothered to change my machine onto something different, so I just want to get that finished. And other times I know that if I move on to something else, I'll never finish that other garment. So if I do get stuck on something, it can sort of put holdings on other things that are getting made. I'll just put that over there. Now I went shopping today and it was really hot. Well, I actually went to the cinema with the kids, as then I told them afterwards that I wanted to nip to a fabric shop because it was at the end of town where the cinema was, and we don't usually go to that end. They complained. My son complained and said he just wanted to go home. Anyway, I dragged them along, so I'll show you what I got. I only got 3 fabrics from that shop, and then I have had a couple of fabrics I got online this week. First one, oh, it's doubled over. Let me just open it out. Right, so the first one, this is a viscose, and it's a navy background. It has a nice drape to it, and it doesn't feel as thin and stretchy as what some others do, but I know that I will probably try this time when I'm sew with viscose to actually spray starch on it, because I've heard that that's a really good thing to stop it from sort of slipping out and to sort of give it a bit of stiffness as well to make it easy to sew with. But I thought that would make a really nice summer dress. I mean, the ladies in the shop were saying that that would make a great jumpsuit, and it probably would, but I'm not really into jumpsuits, so I want something nice, light and airy on that one. And I got some black cotton lawn voile. I mean, it's completely see-through, but I would line that in black, but it's nice and cool. And that is to make, so I've got the pattern, I'm sitting on it. New Look 6507, which I showed you recently. This view here, I thought it would look really nice made up in black with just some sandals, like a classic, rather than having a summery fabric. But I did order some crepe online, and it arrived this morning, which is why I've bought this one now, because the crepe was just like probably wearing a carrier bag. It was I felt hot just taking it out of the packet and having it sitting on my skin while I was looking at it. So it would maybe be something which would be good for lining, but there's no way that I'm just gonna wear that, because that will be so hot, because wearing black in the sun and like pure polyester, no, that's not gonna work. So I bought that one instead, and I just thought that would be quite nice. The other one is a cotton jersey, which my daughter picked out, and she wants me to make her a t-shirt. So the other one she picked out, because she loves cats, she picked out a yellow one with all cats on, but it was £16 a metre. And then she picked another one out and she said it was £14 a metre. So I said, come on, keep going a bit lower. So I think this one was £11 a metre. So it's still probably more than I would pay for a jersey, but it's quite thick, and it's not like a viscose jersey where they're really slippery. So this should be fairly easy to sew. I just need to get a pattern. But I think that I'm going to look at patterns for pirates, because a few people have recommended them and said that the patterns are good for children, and I haven't really found a decent pattern in the other ones, so I will try that. Now the other thing I've got, it's really unexciting. This one here, it's black Ponte which I ordered from eBay, and that is to make another Colette Mabel skirt for work. I also have 4 patterns that I won on eBay. I've been looking at eBay because I'm so jealous of all these Joanne sales at $1.99 or whatever they are. We just don't get them here in the UK. So I've got 4, and the guy listed them for a certain price or make an offer. So I made an offer which was quite a bit lower. He didn't accept it, so we did a bit of bargaining, and I got these including postage for £8. So I thought, £2 a pattern, that's not bad, because it was free postage as well. This, I'll start off with the one which I didn't really want, but it just came with them. So it's K6125, it's a New Look pattern. Not my style at all, because it's just a 60s sort of swing dress, and I like waist definition. So I think that would be quite cool to wear in the summer, because it'd be nice and floaty. Not really my thing, so I probably won't make that one. But this one I spied, which was Simplicity, this is K, but 8258, because it's princess themed, and because I had problems on my last and the geometric dress, which was really big up here, and somebody said it's like an age thing. So like, actually it's probably a lot of like bent over computers, so you get that sort of rolled shoulders. So because we all have, well, a lot of us have bad posture and we don't stand with our shoulders back, we're probably developing that sort of hollowness. So I thought that's a problem with some of the things that I'm making, being princess themed, which I don't really like. That's not my favourite, like preferred fit, but having the seam lines here means that I could maybe take out more here, which would then get rid of that excess, making it easy to fit me up here. So that is what I had in mind for that one. I wouldn't do long sleeves, I mean certainly not this time of year, I wouldn't do long sleeves. I mean, the neckline is quite high. Oh, previously it was with a free with a Sew magazine, but I didn't get it from there, obviously. But I quite like this. I mean, I wonder if you can make it into a V-neck. Anyway, so that one, then Simplicity 8260. I think this is perhaps an old one. Again, this one has become, a lot of people have had it free with the magazine. Quite like the back on this. Obviously I wouldn't do it in sequin fabric, but I thought that might make a quite nice summer top. Light and airy and just something a bit different, a bit of detail at the back rather than just going with something square and boxy. It just adds that element of like style element at the back. And then the final one is Simplicity 8292. And I saw, oh no, which one is it? Nikki from the Stitch Sisters. And she made this one here in a really bright emerald green for a wedding, and then she had like leopard print accessories and it really popped. So I thought that looks really nice and really dressy in a solid colour. I'm not sure whether I would definitely do this one with the sleeves, but because it has this option here, just like the little cap sleeve, or this one here like in summery fabrics, I could almost try it actually with that viscose that I bought today and see if that would work. But I thought I might try that, and obviously that has sort of princess seams from the bust down. So I don't know, I'll see how that goes, but I think that would be something different to perhaps my normal style, and I thought I'd give it a go. And for £2 per pattern, I'm not going to argue with that one. So they are my patterns and fabrics for this week. If you haven't already subscribed, then please hit that subscribe button and let me know down below what has been driving you nuts this week, whether it's sewing related or no, it's not sewing related. And I will see you again in my next video, which will be my June makes.